Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. It is the Coffee Bean, aka you can just call me Meredith, but if you're not subscribed, please do. So today we are actually going to the Perrin Homestead, and it's a really small house. I've actually been there before and filmed it, but I ended up having to delete that footage because it just wasn't the quality that I wanted, and I was putting out another Bible study video, and I do all of this on my phone, so I always need to conserve space on it. With this particular house, I've actually been in contact with someone from the Texas Historical Commission to get the historical marker replaced, and I'll put some of those responses here or somewhere within this video and kind of give you updates on that. I'm really trying to get that moved along. The historical marker was removed or stolen in 2011. Obviously the Texas Historical Commission did not come and remove it, so somebody took it down. So I'm going to film around the property. It does have restrictions, access to it, because it is owned by the city. And so we'll go there and take a look at it, and hope you guys enjoy. Bye. Why did I say bye? I'm only just closing this segment. Need more coffee. Yeah. Streets have dual names, which is unique. You don't see that often, and it's pretty prevalent here. So we are going to the Perrin Homestead, so I have to always pause and not say Perrin Vital. DQ, that's what I love about Texas. Okay, I cannot believe I just did that.
In a quarter of a mile, turn right.
Since I do consider myself a student of history, I do have a minor in history, and one day I'm going to get a PhD and run the Smithsonian. But until then, I like to look at the area around me where I'm driving and just think, well, what did it look like in the late 1800s to have lived here? Guarantee you I would not be looking at 410 directly ahead of me. What you just saw as I drove down Wurzbach Parkway, that's a fun parkway to drive on if it's not like raining or nighttime. I try to avoid it during those times just because people can, you know, drive a little crazy on it. I think I'm about to miss my exit, so I'm like trying to really pay attention and see where I need to go here, which I think is here. Okay, cool. So I'm taking a right on Swan's Landing, which is where the house is. There's some other things going on. I feel like this over here is like 80s. Like it's kind of abandoned and kind of creepy. I don't know. And then there's these new builds here, which they're all white. And I'm just like, can we put some colors somewhere? Like maybe. So we have just arrived here at the Perrin house. So I'm going to walk around, and I think it's cute. It has a little mailbox. So we'll walk around. Okay, so before I walk around, since I've done this before, I'm going to be very, very cautious. I feel a little safer because there's these new builds right across the street from it, that people could see. However, the last time I was here filming, there was someone sleeping in a tent in the woods right next to the house. So I'm gonna hope that that's not the case right now. So as I always say, if you're gonna go out and be adventurous and go to places, just make sure that you're very, very, very much aware of your surroundings. And like I said, I feel a little bit more comfortable because there's houses right here, the windows directly face this home. I will tell you, I'm going to do a lot more research on this house because what I have been able to find so far isn't much. I can't find photos of the people or anything like that, but I have found photos of this home during the winter where there's snow and it's beautiful. And yeah, we'll just walk around and take a look and see how much we can see, because it is being surveyed by the city. And as a side joke, the air conditioning units that they have attached to this house are nicer than what I have in my apartment, even though it's all boarded up and they haven't really done much with it, which is sad. So let's take a look. Ignore the bus in my car. Cat shoes, as always. So we'll kind of film like what it looks like. It's got its little mailbox, cute, right? So it's just kind of like walk into it. This is its drive. I'm looking out for tent person because it was kind of creepy last time. Okay, let's kind of zoom out. Because this is part of the original land. And sorry for camera being a little rough. My cousin got me this amazing thing to use with my phone, but when I'm in areas like this where I'm not supposed to be here, I don't want to be that obvious. So you can see there's a little house. It was built around, I want to say 1894, 1895. I read both. I'll obviously confirm that with you guys. And I don't really care if they're watching me. I have an iPhone, so I'm sure I'm already being watched by a lot of other people. There's a beer bottle. I'm curious to look at it, but I'm not. Oh, there's also a cemetery of the family in here, but I don't know where it is. I found it. It's on Find a Grave. It's not easy to get to. Findagrave.com is the best. So it is identified from Bexar County Cemeteries Volume 1, which was published by the San Antonio Genealogical Society about 2001, based on research performed by club members in the late 1990s. It's described as at the back of a narrow, vacant lot between Pilgrim Cleaners on 9433 Perrin Vital and an apartment complex, 9511 Perrin Vital. In April 2010, the Cleaners is closed, but the signs are still there. The vacant lot is occupied by a self-storage facility that wraps around the Cleaners building. Access to the cemetery is now through the self-storage facility. See the manager or attendant in the office at 9423 Perrin Vital. There are no signs for the cemetery. I think that is just really sad. Really, really sad. We'll get into this later, but clearly some of the land was sold to the city, and I just think it's such a disgrace that these people are buried in a hidden cemetery, basically in a storage unit. I had no idea the cemetery was located there. I am just finding this out as I research it. The irony is there is Salado Cemetery right there. Look, guys, right there behind the Dairy Queen. I didn't know this Dairy Queen would take such a front seat to this, but I just cannot believe that it's right behind the Dairy Queen and I didn't see it. So we'll explore that cemetery some other time. I just sincerely wish that they would have placed the family in this cemetery instead of it being hidden behind a storage unit. I can't wrap my head around that, guys. Now back to the house. Watch your step. I love this tree in here. This looks like this is where the original property line would have been, if you guys can see. So we have a beautiful day. There is a hurricane coming this way towards Louisiana. I am in San Antonio, so if you saw the clouds with me driving in, that's what it was from. But I love this old tree. Like, you guys know everything with trees. I love them. And that would have, you know, obviously been something there. I'm just trying to get as much of a view inside as I can since I can't really cross into it. This old tree that would have been in front. See if I can sneak over in here. Look at this tree, guys. Do you see it? Do you see the house? Like, that tree has seen some things. There's my tagline. I mean, look, that's an ancient tree. I'm sorry, but that's like beautiful. I would have built my house in front of it too. Okay, again, sorry for the unsteady footwork, but I need to watch where I'm going because this is not, there's not a path. And the last time I came here, it was like super hot outside, and now it feels great. There's a great breeze. Guys, there's a cat. Do you see that? Right there. It's a kitty. We'll call him Perrin. Maybe I can go talk to him a little bit. You guys know I have Harvey, and I'm a huge cat person. You know what that reminds me of? My great grandmother used to have these types of little things to walk on to get through the grass and such. Look at the base of that tree. The Perrin home was designated by the Texas Historical Commission as a recorded Texas Historic Landmark in 1968, marker number 13380. As of May 2011, the marker is reported to be missing. The Perrin house is also designated as a landmark by the city of San Antonio. The accompanying black and white photos were located on the portal to Texas history and credited to the Texas Historical Commission. It is likely they accompanied the application for the historical marker, and there is a website to the Texas History Department at UNT. Not bragging, but I got my minor in history at UNT. Alphonse W. Perrin, also known as A.W. Perrin, was born in New York City on February 23, 1848. His parents were Peter A. Perrin and Martha Brocken Perrin. There is a discrepancy about the heritage of his father. One report indicates his father was Swiss, another report indicates his father was French, and census reports and his death certificate indicates his father was born in England. The wife of Alphonse A. Perrin, Nina Carr, was born in Ireland on May 18, 1843. She was the daughter of T.K. and Jean Carr. In 1861, at the age of 13, Alphonse Perrin was put to sea on a freighter, an occupation he continued for 4 years. In 1865, he went west to visit a son of the Carr family in Wisconsin. There he met his future wife, Nina Carr. He had contracted tuberculosis while at sea, and on his return to New York, he became seriously ill. His family sent him to Florida for his health. When his health did not improve, he decided to go to Texas, first to Galveston and then to Kerrville, where he worked on a ranch. Reportedly, he regained his health in 2 years and decided to return to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. When Alphonse was in Wisconsin, he proposed to Nina. They were married in Chicago in around 1870 and honeymooned on a Mississippi River paddle boat. They left St. Louis on a wagon headed for Texas and first lived in Leon Springs before moving on to San Antonio. In 1875, A.W. Perrin and his wife Nina purchased from John W. and Betty Judson 540 acres of land near the Salado Creek in San Antonio from the David J. Davis Survey. They established Hope Farm, building their home from original plans drawn by Alphonse. Early census records indicated their farm was located on the Austin Road. Historical records, census and deed records, have also referred to the name as Perrin Road, Bidle Perrin Road, and now Perrin Bidle Road. Bexar County tax assessment rolls indicate that in 1874, the Perrins owned 3 horses, valued at $70, and 1 mule, valued at $50. In 1875, their holdings increased to 6 horses and mules, valued at $150, 7 cattle, valued at $35, and 20 goats and hogs, valued at $20. The farm prospered, and by 1883, livestock was reported to be 13 horses, mules, valued at $250, and 20 cattle, valued at $450. And by 1894, there were 9 horses and mules, valued at $165, and 40 cattle, valued at $160. Although it is unknown what crops were grown on the farm, during the settlement of the estate of A.W. Perrin, who died in 1922, hay baling equipment was noted. It is likely that the family had additional help with the farming activities. In the 1920 Bexar County census was the Santiago Garcia family. Santiago Garcia was 42 years of age and stated his occupation was that of a farmer. Over the years, A.W. Perrin and descendants sold off small pieces of the original 540 acres to the county and to the city for the widening of Perrin Bidle Road and for the right-of-ways. The initial transaction occurred on February 8, 1907, when a strip of 1 3/4 of an acre was transferred to Bexar County for the widening of Bidle Perrin Road from 30 feet to 60 feet. A.W. Perrin was paid $87.50, and this was reported in the San Antonio Daily Light on February 10th, 1907. Nina Perrin died on June 23, 1912. Alphonse William Perrin survived his wife by 10 years and died at his home on October 18, 1922. You can find an obituary for him in the San Antonio Express News on October 20th, 1922. And they are both buried in the Perrin family cemetery located on the original property. So that is where the current storage facility is and why the graves are still there. In addition to his responsibilities as a farmer, A.W. Perrin was a Justice of the Peace for Precinct 3 in 1894 and as late as October 7th, 1908. And that's reported by the San Antonio Daily Light on October 12th, 1894. In June 1890, A.W. Perrin was elected school trustee for District 11, along with T.B. Dashell and H.N. Benz. And the Perrins did have 8 children. 1 of them died in infancy. There is a bit of mystery in the family cemetery, as Juan Arispe is buried there. It shows that he was age 58 and he died on November 21st of 1916, and the connection to the family cannot be easily traced. And now we go back in time to the house. You guys would think, like I say in all these videos, I would start to wear better shoes. I have hiking boots. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so this tree right here, I can find a photo of it. I'll impose it. I'm trying to get a good shot right here of where it was like snowing outside, and of course it's been chopped down. But I love these windows, and I knew before I saw the actual photo I would love them. I just think they're amazing. There used to be a sidewalk here. This is where I saw like the tent guy last time. I like left. But I'm not gonna like walk down that. That's like the path to nowhere. So if I was adventurous and I had better shoes on and pants that were sturdy, I'd walk back there. Just don't feel like that would be the safest thing for me to do. So we're gonna walk up here. I do not want you in here. I guess the cat left. But there's the side of the house. I'd be willing to bet that the cemetery, the little graveyard, is through there, but you can't really get to it. All the family's buried here on the property. Now that I know what I'm looking at, that has something to do with it. I'm almost positive it's right there. I wish there was a way I could get back there, guys, but I just don't feel safe doing that. Even if I was wearing the right shoes, it's very dense. Like, I'd have to, do I dare? Do I dare? Sorry, we're very close to 410. That's the tree that they cut down. I really want to get a glimpse of this lake. Let me see how far I can walk in here. This is definitely against my better judgment. See, I don't think I can go too much further in here. I'm just really trying to get a good look, and I can't get in there. Yeah, it's not safe. There's too many things I could fall into. I think it's funny they put this here, like I couldn't just walk over it. You know? But I think that is the cemetery. Or I say cemetery, but their little burial area, I think. It feels better here today, just energy-wise. I'm not trying to be new agey, but yeah, last time was kind of weird when I was here. I just like, I really want them to redo it. Like I said, I think well, I know the city does own it, and from what I read, there's like $1 million set aside for it, I believe, to restore it. And this is where the historical marker is missing, so I have emailed the Texas Historical Commission and also someone in Bexar County. I haven't heard back yet, but I'm just hoping we can get one put back up, because you know, history and all. I don't know what that really is. Let's see. What is that, guys? I don't know. I'm not gonna get really close to it. There's where that tree would have been. Okay. So back in that area, there's like a mattress and like some stuff. I'm not gonna walk back there, because I think it might be like a homeless camp. And I'm not saying that in a disparaging way, but you just have to be careful, because you just don't know who's around you. But yeah, let's just hope that they get it all fixed up, and that, you know, maybe one day we can do another video like actually going up to it. So again, this would have been part of the original land. You can't get back here either, so we'll just take a look. There's just a bunch of trash back there, so people obviously go back there and drink. I just keep thinking of like cheesy high school scenes where people are like drinking beer and doing drugs like in the woods. I feel like that's this spot, unfortunately. There's just beer cans everywhere. But that is it, and I will do some more research and put some photos in for you guys. But if you want to look at the original fence, if you will, I think that's what these stones are. Just showing the property. Okay, you cats and kittens, so we're back. I didn't get to see the cat that I saw. I know this may be a relatively short video because there's really not a lot that I can do here, meaning like actually walk up to it. I wish I was more like a Rebel or a Dottie. Sorry, I'm thinking of Pee-wee right now, where I would have actually climbed the fence even though it said that it was being surveyed. Because they made the iPhone joke. I'm being watched anyways, right guys? Hopefully we can get a historical marker put back up here. I don't know where it would have been. I mean, obviously someone definitely took it. That's pretty ballsy. I mean, I would love to own a historical marker, but I'm not gonna steal it off of a historic site. I mean, guys, come on. If you did it, bring it back. Just bring it back. You're going to, wide open, hopefully. So y'all can actually see the area around where the house is. We're in Vital, and I am in between Loop 410 and heading towards Wurzbach Parkway. There's someone from California right there. I'm getting real tired of seeing that. I'm gonna say it. If you know, you know. It's like, don't California my Texas, okay? Okay, just wanted to say it.